Hey everyone. So I thought that I would do a video because I haven't done one, I don't think, at all for this group. And I feel like I might be confusing people with some of my questions and posts and things that I comment in our group about diets and exercises. And if it's confusing to you, well, I'm also a little confused. So I have started researching and getting into the health at every size world. And Health at Every Size was a huge government funded study on dieting. And it was put on by Dr. Linda Bacon. She is an RD, registered dietitian, also a PhD. And the results and this whole study that they did have been published in major science, whatever they post studies in. I can't think of it right now. Anyways, and the outcome is, it's crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but it's crazy. And so it's crazy because we live in a diet obsessed culture and a weight obsessed culture, which means that anything that goes against losing weight and dieting as a good thing is going to sound really weird to us and really wrong, because that's all that we know. So what all of this research and all of this study concludes is how awful dieting is for you, is for your body. And there's 400, I want to say it's like 438 resources and studies to back this up. So it's not just some crazy registered dietitian who wrote a blog about something. And a lot of registered dietitians and registered dietitians, nutritionists, and doctors with RD degrees are now implementing the health at every size into their practice, which means that they are not focused on weight anymore. They are focused on the person as a whole and everything that's going on with them. Because and they found that that's the best way to go about it is it's not, oh, you have high cholesterol, you need to lose weight. Okay? You have to look at the whole picture, and really the weight usually has nothing to do with their high cholesterol. Anyways, so they did I feel like I'm a little overwhelmed because there's so much information to relay, and it's kind of hard to explain. I guess one of the main things that people would be like is, okay, so how do I lose weight? I mean, what you're saying, the diets are bad, but isn't being fat bad, or isn't being overweight bad? And the answer is no. And that I have some notes here that I highlighted so that I could not forget. Let's see. I highlighted up to 95. What happens when we focus on weight? Up to 95% of people who lose weight by dieting will regain the weight in 5 years. And actually, many will be at a higher weight than they started the diet. 95% of people. Dieting through a lifetime can contribute to weight cycling. Not that you're on a diet for all of your life, but you're on and off a diet all of your life, most of your life. And it contributes to stress on the body by creating inflammation and increasing heart disease. So it's like, oh, I need to get healthy because I'm overweight and I'm at risk for whatever it is that you think you're at risk for. So you're going to go on a diet, and you're actually going to increase your risk for inflammation and heart disease, while what you think is preventing your risk for something else that you might get by being overweight. 50 to 80% of your weight is determined by your genes. That is a huge amount. So 50 to 80%, that's half or more. We are essentially trying to control something that is majorly out of our hands. We are all destined to be different sizes. Our bodies want to find their set point, which is determined by your genetics and can be affected by your dieting history. Set point is the weight in which our body wants to be. This can be found once we are eating in accordance with our hunger and fullness, and we are moving our body regularly. So that would be intuitive eating. When we are eating in accordance with our hunger and our fullness, listening to our bodies, then your body's going to naturally set into the weight that it's supposed to be, not the weight that a chart online tells you that you should be, or that your doctor looks at his sheet and says, oh, you should be this weight. It's the weight that your body, your natural healthy weight, your body wants to weigh and is happy weighing and is healthy weighing. And when you stop dieting and you listen to your body and you feed it when it tells you and what it tells you, naturally, you're going to settle into that weight. And it may not be as small as you want it to be. And oh well, because even if you get down to the weight that you want it to be, you're not going to stay there. You will not stay there. Okay, sorry. That was not encouraging. Okay. Let's see. Majority of all weight and mortality studies find weight to be irrelevant to mortality, except perhaps at the extremes of the BMI. So like,